Welcome to the eighth wonder. Today's episode: one new transportation technology stock added to my $13,000 Robinhood portfolio, which is Uber. Today's going to be a fun episode. But before I jump into it, currently the market's closed. It's 3:04. I'm currently on the west coast of the United States of America. Basically, with my strategy on my portfolio is building it where it sustains depressions, recessions, bear markets, crashes. I'm designing it to withstand all of these events, because once you understand that, the only place where your money will go is up. So currently, I don't look at the live, the 1 day, the 1 week, the 1 month, the 3 month, the 1 year. I don't understand why investors show you guys this. They're not day traders. They're not swing traders, nor cryptocurrency traders. So I just don't see why they're showing you guys this. Look at the all. Even if you see them displaying their portfolios like that, comment on their channels. Hey, we want to see your all, because this is where everything happens. Okay, for example, I started back in January 5th, 2018. And my journey, if you can see it, my entire portfolio, which way is it going? It's shooting up. As you can see, these 3 dips, you can see them clearly. If you look at a lot of other investors' portfolios, you'll see a bunch of this. You won't see a steady. That's what you want. So as you can see, look at the I'm trying to get a hockey stick out of it. But look at the upward trend, boom, down, upward trend. It's always going to be higher than its previous. And that's how you know you're growing upwards. You grow slowly. If you look at a lot of investors' portfolios, that's why they never show you the all, because they know it's all it's their entire portfolio. They're just like, yeah, I'm gonna invest in nothing but dividends. That's it. And I'm going to put everything into Johnson & Johnson and McDonald's and Procter and Gamble and these REITs. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all about the REITs, but I'm still building. I'm investing in all stocks or ETFs and REITs that pay out monthly dividends. So I'm on that. But I just noticed, sometimes they'll show the all, but if you look at their all, it's a zigzag. And the secret to building your portfolio is you want it to always continuously, gradually go up like this. Like you see how my portfolio is, how it's creeping up. So it's going to be bigger than this in the future. So that's how I'm predicting my own portfolio. So that's how pretty much you play the game. You just look at it, and Robinhood gives you this data. So I mean, I've never in my life seen stuff like where you can invest and they show you your entire. I mean, they break it down. So I understand why they got the 1 day, the 1 week, the 1 month, the 3 month, the 1 year for day traders, swing traders. I got that. But if you're long term, your only focus should be the all. So I just see that focus on your all and make sure your portfolio is going like this. As you can see, it's a steady. Don't worry about these dips. This is where you should be buying. These are the sales going on. Sales. More sales from the previous. And then okay, it's going to jump up, and then you catch the next sale. It's going to go up, next sale. And it gradually goes up, next sale. Goes up, next sale. Goes up, next sale. Goes up, next sale. So, okay. So currently, the market's closed. So I'm at 8.61%. That's my entire portfolio. I'm up 1,000. My total 13K. Stocks I own currently 174. So I picked up a couple. I picked up like 4 companies over the weekend with some spare change that I had laying around, and I was like, boom, it's going straight into my piggy bank, my Robinhood piggy bank, I should say. So that's how I gauge Robinhood. Robinhood is, oh my God, just wow. That's all I have to say. And they're giving you the opportunity to invest in cryptocurrencies. Okay, I'm currently at 173 assets total, and that includes monthly paying dividends, REITs, stocks, ETFs, index funds, everything, currencies, precious metals, ETFs, physical precious metals. But that's another episode. I'm not getting too far off, flinged off in it, because I can see why even getting into physical precious metals, I don't, just holding those bars. Oh man. Oh, my next bar is going to be 1 kilo of silver. And once you buy them, you hold your physical precious metals like you hold your stocks, long term. I don't understand why people. I mean, unless you started out buying those coins, and you're like, okay, I got 100 of these coins. I want to get 100 troy ounce bar of silver. Do a trade for trade like that. I mean, I'm even thinking about getting into that game. Just little, buying little silver coins here and there. Then once I get to, I collect 100, just turn them in for silver. Hey, give me 100 troy ounce bar, and I'll give you 100 1 ounce coins. So this is another game. But I kind of invested in stocks, same concept that how I invest in physical precious metal. So this game, the eighth wonder of the world, has taught me the numbers game. And now that I see the game of Monopoly is pretty much it's all Robinhood. So okay, I'm gonna go through my stocks real quick. My monthly paying dividends, I list those at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So those first 9 are all monthly paying dividends. And then you can see Uber here. From Uber, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And I bought these with change, just laying around the house and doing little errands here and there, quick flips. And I bought everything, these 20, and then Uber and like 3 others I bought today. I mean, over the weekend. So I was like, I had to pull it off, and then I just saw how low Uber was, and I was like, ooh, I gotta grab it. So that's what I did. I grabbed it with the quickness. Zillow, New Well Brands. It's like rubber. They have like Rubbermaid. These were all just spur of the moment, and luckily I have my. That's why I keep buying power in my bank. I don't go less than 500. But what I do is every month I add to it $100, and I just let it sit. Just when I see companies that are real discounted, when I know, like, okay, I buy month to month, I have that extra money on the side for in case deals like that come off. Because I've noticed before I would see all these deals, but I wouldn't have nothing, no buying power. So now I learned, okay, have some buying power when I do see it. Just like now, right before the 1st of October, which is our fiscal year 2020, which we start 2020 in about a week now. So I figured, once the new money comes circulating in, the economy is going to go like this. So we'll see. And then from Google, this is my highest paying stock that I paid just for one stock. So I plan on getting FANG. I'm missing Amazon. So with my buying power, I was wanting to buy Amazon with that. So that's another thing. But it keeps jumping up. I don't think it's ever going to come back to 1,400 a share. So, but I've had Google for the longest, and then from highest to lowest, all the way down to $1 that I'm holding companies. Yeah, all the way down to $1.31. And then we go into these beautiful cryptos. I have 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Litecoin. If it drops to $50, I'm buying one Litecoin. I already have $10 invested, because my thing was anything above 100 current cryptocurrency, I'll invest in fractions, and anything less than 100, I'll buy an actual full coin. So, and that's when Litecoin was like 100 something. So it's dropping. Bitcoin Cash, same with that. I mean, it's too high for me, but I got $10 worth of a fraction of Bitcoin Cash. Ethereum, likewise, I have $10 worth of. I have a fraction of Ethereum. Bitcoin, likewise. Oh, it looks like it's coming down. I have $10 fraction. I have $10 worth of a fraction of Bitcoin. Now Ethereum Classic, I have one coin of Ethereum Classic. I plan on getting 9 more to bring up my Ethereum Classics up to 10. And then the next one is Dogecoin. I have 956. I want to invest. Well, no, I want to buy 44 to bring up my Dogecoin to 1,000. And then this is Bitcoin SV. This is a newer one. As you can see, I'm still waiting. I'll probably invest $10 just for a fraction of Bitcoin SV. The reason why I haven't really been investing, because it's saying, and it's been saying this since the summer, verify residencies. To continue buying cryptocurrencies, please verify your residencies by uploading a photo of your government ID using Robinhood on iOS or Android. So I gotta do that, and I need to do that before the 1st of October, because I don't know how what these cryptocurrencies are going to be looking like. And that's my watch list. That's a whole nother episode. So let's get into it. Uber. Go ahead and get into Uber. I always go to the 5-year. Oof, I mean, as you can see, it's fairly new. It IPO'd on May 10th, 2019, this year. I mean, that's his peak right here, 46. But I just, when it hit 30, I just feeling like this is the cheapest that I'm ever gonna get Uber. So I was like, I gotta act now. So that's what I did. I bought a share of Uber. You can get one share of Uber for $33. 67% buy. 67% of analysts rate Uber as a buy. 102,250 people own Uber on Robinhood. I mean, that's a lot. Usually when I read this, it's like in the like 1,000. I think 2,000 was the highest I've ever seen it, but a lot of people own Uber. So I bought at 32. About Uber Technologies Incorporated operates as a technology platform for people and things mobility. The firm offers multimodal people transportation, restaurant food delivery, and connecting freighters and shippers. The company operates through the following segments: core platform and other bets. Core platform primarily includes the ride-sharing and Uber Eats products, while other bets primarily includes the company's freight and new mobility products. The company was founded by Oscar Salazar Guillotin, Travis Kalanick, and Garrett Camp in 2009, and is headquartered in San Francisco, California. So that's where I'm in the Bay Area, studying to be a filmmaker at the Academy of Art University. Check it out. Okay, the CEO for Uber is Dara Khosrowshahi. Employees 22,000 22,263. Headquarters, San Fran. Founded 2009. Market cap 55.42 bill. PE ratio not listed. Dividend yield not listed. So this is a tech company. So I really haven't bought a tech company in a minute. Buy 67%, hold 31%, sell 3%. So it feels good to have a tech company in my portfolio again. Even though I got the FANG, like more of the smaller ones that a lot of investors don't talk about, like Salesforce I plan on getting. What other tech? Oh my God, I have to look at my sector in technology. Oh, I got a book coming out. It's called The Holy Grail of the Global Stock Market. And pretty much this manual, I should say, because it's not written, it's not like a regular book, but it's giving you the breakdown on the global stock market. Everything. Stocks, bonds, ETFs, monthly paying dividends, sectors. You got technology, you got pharmaceutical, you have pets, you have medical devices, holding company sector, chemical, raw materials, cement, rubber, glass, precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, palladium, uranium. So that's coming out. I just gotta get it copyrighted. I gotta get it copyrighted. Then I have to find a nice book cover for it. So I'm gonna do that exploring while I'm at the Academy of Art University. So might as well find some talent while I'm going to school at the same time. So fun. Okay. So Uber doesn't pay a dividend, so we don't have to worry about going into NASDAQ dividend history. I will say I use Uber for how I get around, especially here in the Bay Area in California. I was just thinking, I just seen a Honda Accord 2001 for sale for about $950. I saw the front bumper was messed up. I had to put some work into that. I seen a leak, probably a radiator leak in the front, and I mean, a Honda Accord 2001. I can get in there and patch her up differently, but I just started thinking. I was like, even getting a used car. Okay, say for me taking Uber for the month, I spend in transportation $150. And if I'm networking, really moving, or something's going on, I'll do $200. Compare that to somebody that on the regular spends $1,000, whether it's car note, gas, insurance, maintenance, toll booths. That all adds up. I mean, if you got the money for it, do it. But and then it's like you're an economic slave. That's how I look at it. I don't know if you've seen this, courtesy of the Zygus. It's called an economic slave. I'm going to show a clip right here.
The fractional reserve policy perpetrated by the Federal Reserve, which has spread in practice to the great majority of banks in the world, is, in fact, a system of modern slavery. Think about it. Money is created out of debt. And what do people do when they are in debt? They submit to employment to pay it off. But if money can only be created out of loans, how can society ever be debt-free? It can't. And that's the point. And it is the fear of losing assets coupled with the struggle to keep up with the perpetual debt and inflation inherent in the system, compounded by the inescapable scarcity within the money supply itself, created by the interest that can never be repaid, that keeps the wage slave in line, running on the hamster wheel with millions of others, in effect powering an empire that truly benefits only the elite at the top of the pyramid. For, at the end of the day, who are you really working for? The banks. Money is created in a bank and invariably ends up in a bank. They are the true masters, along with the corporations and governments they support. Physical slavery requires people to be housed and fed. Economic slavery requires people to feed and house themselves. It is one of the most ingenious scams for social manipulation ever created, and at its core, it is an invisible war against the population. Debt is the weapon used to conquer and enslave societies, and interest is its prime ammunition. And as the majority walks around oblivious to this reality, the banks, in collusion with governments and corporations, continue to perfect and expand their tactics of economic warfare.
So that's what I mean by economic slave right there. You pay for your own. You're a slave that pays for all its stuff, where the master is not responsible for everything, but for you to show up at the plantation on time. Paying for your own transportation, your own car, clothes, your money, your personal money. That money you should be building up assets. That's how you're going to get out. That's how you get out of the system. If not, yes, So, choice is yours. Education was my ticket out. I just started I hated it every year, year after year, feeling like a dummy. Was never able. I'm still not fit into the group of like the academics. They have their own style. I respect that. I have my own style. I'm gonna live mine. And then now I'm at a school where they're teaching us about artistry. It's your own expression. So this is who I am. Express who you are. Have fun. This is fun. Just one share. I don't have to next company. Yeah, people are, I'm a dividend investor. I don't do no technology, nothing. This is the fertilizer for your portfolio if you want it to grow. Yeah, I know that it doesn't pay, but it has different functions. Like the dividend has a function, like these tech companies has a function. It gives you fast growth for your overall portfolio. But a lot of people know dividends. I mean, that's just a lot. You're putting in a lot just for dividends. I mean, if you're doing all that, you might as well get into real estate. Get you a rental. Buy one rental a year. Stretch yourself out. And then whatever you got left over, into the market. But I see people, wow, they're putting everything in just to get those high dividends. $5,000, $10,000 just to get like a measly like $50. That's crazy. That's crazy. There's a dude on I've been watching him, the dude with the cards. I can't remember it. Oh, Russian cat. But what was I saying? He damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh man. Damn, lost my train of thought on that one. I just was thinking about one of his videos. Man, what was I gonna say? Jeez, I can't believe it slipped my mind. But back to Uber. Uber Technologies Incorporated is an American multinational transportation network company, TNC, offering services that include peer-to-peer ride sharing, ride service hailing, food delivery, and a bicycle sharing system. The company is based in San Francisco and has operations in over 785 metropolitan areas worldwide. Its platforms can be accessed via its websites and mobile apps. As of 2019, Uber is estimated to have 110 million worldwide users, a 69% market share in the United States for passenger transport, and a 25% market share for food delivery. Uber has been prominent in the sharing economy, that the changes in industries as a result of it have been referred to as a Uberization. And many startups have described their products as Uber for X. Okay, a little side information. Uber formerly was Uber Cap from 2009 to 2011. Type Public traded as Uber Industry Transportation, founded March 2009. 10 years ago, founders Garrett Camp, Travis Kalanick. Headquarters San Fran, area served 603 countries, 785 metropolitan areas. Wow. products, mobile app, website, services, vehicle for hire, delivery, commerce. I mean, if you don't have just one share of Uber, this is the future right here. You know how they saying like with Tesla doing the driving, well, they're gonna have to mesh up the Uber software with that guy with the self-driving software from Tesla, and boom, you got yourself a. Oh wow! Once those two are gonna collab, I mean, if you don't see that happening, so that's why, whatever company, however they collab, I mean, they might be Tesla Uber, or Uber Tesla. So I mean, I'm ready for it. But that concludes this episode on Uber. So I mean, comment down below what you think of Uber. Lyft, I'll still purchase because it's in my list to purchase, but that's more later. I'm not a big fan of Lyft. Me using Uber, I feel it and I see it and I know it. And you know, once you're in that realm, I see where the future is going. And then I see how these recessions that we're in, they're killing people. Like, you have transportation. I mean, if you really look at your costs, you know, like an average driver that owns a vehicle, they're paying like $1,000 a month. I'm only paying $150 just for me to transport myself. And then even the Ubers, even people that have used cars, you know, they're probably spending about even half of that, so $500. But still, I'm still paying $150. And it helps out too with me exercising, getting me walking. This is my walks where, you know, I don't have to wait till the weekend to be like, okay, let's go hike this hill. I get my walks in daily. So tomorrow I'll be walking the hills of San Francisco going to class. That's my more walks. You know, but it's my non-gym day. So I love school because it's my non-gym days. So it gets me focused, like, okay, I gotta, whatever I'm learning new, focus in that. So it's just strategies that I'm following. But build your own portfolio. And when you're building it, see, look at this one day. It's just hurting my head. Just make sure your portfolio is looking like this. Upward trend. Look at your all. And if you're satisfied and you see it growing like this, beautiful. Beautiful. But if you look at, that's why when investors on YouTube show their portfolio, it's like zigzag like this the whole entire time. It's like it's not growing. You're stunting its growth. Because, I mean, you know, yeah, dividends is cool, but look at your boy, the Andre dude, with the cards. I mean, he's got a portfolio of like almost 200,000, and he's only getting like $500 out of that. That's it. That's crazy. He could have put some of that into some real estate, got some rentals. I mean, I don't know. Like, it don't make really sense. I feel him on what he's doing, but like 200,000 and all you getting is $500 a month, homie. Nah, you're not rocking that right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, that's a nice little. You know, you could take half of that, get you some real estate, and get something that's gonna pay you $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Logically, and you're just waiting on. But you're already there. I see you built it up, but to me, that's what I observed. It doesn't make any sense. Like, no, I feel you. Like, it's a slow. It's not nothing where it's like a race. Investing long term is not a race. It's not a race at all. Like, and I see people just piling up. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going into the same stock. You know, I'm gonna give this company $70, $80, $90 just for like $1 dividend. Because they don't pay you like what there's only a certain company that pay only $1 for each share. Like the defense contracting companies like Northrop and I got Northrop and what's the other one? Lockheed Martin. They pay like $1, almost $2. That's it. I haven't seen any other. That's why it doesn't really make sense. Even with monthly paying dividends, like there's some that are on the high spectrum. Like my high is 50, 100 to 50. That's high. That's the high. And then I see like you can buy monthly paying dividends that are $50 and below, and they pay exactly the same as the highs or even more. So it's like, okay, if you're going to play that game, look at everything and invest in those monthly paying dividends that are on the lower, so you can buy more of that, because they're paying you the same. Why are you just going with the uppers? Because they're higher value, but they're paying the same as the ones that lower. So that's something that I'm observing also on that. So I got to study for my art history class for tomorrow. Check you dudes later. Build that portfolio. Deuce.